Well, hello everyone, my name is Prime and welcome back to another episode of ATS Showcases, and today I am checking out the Rezbilt 389. This thing is a customization monster, and it is definitely a show truck, extended frame, beauty of a truck. And when I say customization monster, I say customization monster. This thing has a ton of options, so this is what you'd start off when you're starting to configure, or along the lines, maybe the day cab, depending on just the options that you start or whatever. And you have a ton of customization options, especially on the outside. So we'll just start with kind of, this is what I actually used in the video, and then we go to the chassis. This is where it gets fun. All your kind of standard, I guess you could say, standard chassis options, but then you see the extended. This is where this mod starts to shine, in my opinion. We've got multiple different options when it comes to paint and different extended stuff like that. So I'm actually using the extended, I believe it is that guy, the really long one in the video today, which is really quite fun. Engines, as far as I know, and what it said in the mod description and what I can hear, it actually has its own engine mods built in, just like actually the last truck I did in an ATS showcase. You can use your own engine mods if you so choose to. A lot of them are compatible, but this truck does have its own engine mods built right in, or I guess engine sounds, I guess I should say. And today I'm using the Cummins X15 Performance Series engine. Over to transmissions, we've got the 18-speed installed on this truck today. The version I have in the video is an absolute monster, so I had to get all the gears in there. Interior, you only have one choice when it comes to the overall package, and colors are just your normal everyday color kind of 389 pack stuff you can do. When it comes to the exterior options, though, this is where the party starts. Look at the dots, and my word, can you change stuff? Let's even start at the grille. All these Rezbilt logo stuff is the stuff that's added, and it's just a ton of options. You could spend hours and hours on this. Yep, this is the grille I'm using today, and it just, there's options all over the place. And like I said, you could honestly get lost for hours. I think I spent 30 minutes alone configuring this truck, and it was just a blast. And just before I start up the truck here, we are here in Medford, Oregon. We're heading up to Eugene. Not too long of a journey, but I think it's going to be a good one. And we are hauling wood shavings in our custom hopper bottom trailers, or whatever you want to call them. They are just, I had to go the baby blue on the truck and then had to match it with the trailer, or as close as I could at least, with of course the Goodyear tires, the chrome wheels with the spoke design in the wheels itself. It looks so good in my opinion. This truck is just so clean. The stacks, I am just in love. So why don't we go ahead and start up this truck and get rolling. Oh no, yeah, interior customization options to the max. I actually think I forgot to do that in the little overview, but yeah, you can choose a lot of stuff, everything from the gear knob to the dash. You can actually do the exterior color match on the dash. The gauges, you can choose the outer rim if you want chrome, which of course I did, considering what the truck looks like. And this thing is just insanity. So let's get rolling. Hopefully everyone is doing well. I certainly am. You may have noticed the Frosty mod is not on for this episode, where actually in the last ATS showcase where I did the international, you may have noticed that I said I'd like to do one where I actually have some frosty snow going all over the place. Well, for some reason today I just decided not to put the Frosty mod in. Actually, it's to be honest with you, it's because where we are, and well, I was going to actually do more Northern California, but I ended up being in Medford. The main reason is just I wanted to show off this truck without the, I guess you could say, bloom of the Frosty mod. Although the Frosty mod is absolutely amazing, I guess the one thing that is a downside for me is just how the ambient lighting works. Although it is quite realistic in many situations, it does create a bit of a more blue haze on stuff, and I didn't want it just for today. I wanted to change it up. This is very much a show truck, I guess you would say. This thing, well, I mean, no offense to whoever has this kind of truck in real life, but who in there, oh, that's a curb, that's a curb, that's a curb. Ah, is that gonna hit the post? Just missed it. I don't have to swing out, I don't think, as much as I think with this truck. But it does help if I actually look where I'm going, so maybe I'll stick with that. Anyways, in all honesty, this is kind of a crazy extension to do on a truck. I've seen them in real life. Good on those people who try and drive these things. I mean, it is definitely fun to try and navigate your way around tight situations when you've got a wheelbase that is like half a football field long. But nonetheless, it is just it's a really, I would say it's more of a show truck, and I don't know if you'd really want to drive this in the winter and get all the chrome and exterior dirty and stuff like that. So ditch this frosty mod for one episode, and it should be back well, hopefully in the next episode. And well, you know what, it's fine, I think, just to have a little bit of a break from it, just kind of get back to a little bit more natural ATS scenery, I guess you could say. But it is quite nice to be doing another really high customization mod. Obviously, I'm on a little bit of a run here of mod, I guess you could say, showcases, and it is a lot of fun. Decided to do back-to-back, I guess you could say, ATS episodes. I just saw this on the recommended Steam workshop, so of course it is linked down in the description below. I can't remember if I said that, but it is there if you want it. It was recommended on the workshop page when I saw it, and it was I just had to download it and try it out. It was just so cool looking with all the customization that you can do. I am just a little bit happy here, and surprisingly, it is not affecting performance, which I am very, very happy about. I know some mods, especially with ones of these details and customizations, can get a little bit laggy, and I can safely say I have not experienced any major performance impacts. It may happen here and there, but I haven't noticed anything significant yet, which I am quite happy about, which is always nice. And when I was thinking of doing this truck and figuring out what am I gonna take with this truck, I decided to do a longer trailer. I was gonna do the triple lowboy and do like a Volvo delivery, Volvo heavy equipment delivery with it, but I didn't feel like having the issues that would probably end up coming in line with that. Because for those who've been around here a while, you know that occasionally things happen on here. And well, oh, like that. Oh, Prime, get your head in the gear there, bud. You know what? Oh, we got a little bit of lag happening here. Every here and there, we get it. Oh man, Best of Prime, January 2022. Here we come, my friends. That's already 2 in this episode. Let's try and keep the rest of this clean if I can. The biggest thing, in all honesty, is the fact that I've just done the International, I guess it's 9800. It is a cab over, so if you haven't seen that ATS showcase, go check it out. I am actually recording this the day after recording the International video, and well, this is now one. We go from a cab over that isn't overly long on wheelbase and has no front end to this monstrous length of a truck. Looks beautiful, by the way, but it is absolutely massive, and it has barely any turning. you have to swing the truck out just to get around a sharp corner if you only have the truck alone, let alone a trailer. So it is fun, and it is definitely a good learning curve, I guess, or quick. I have to be very quick on adapting my brain and driving style, if you want to class I even have a driving style. So yeah, that is very, very interesting, I guess you could say, on my end. But nonetheless, let's try and keep this clean. Hopefully I don't run into more stuff. I'll do my very best. But it's funny when it does happen. Texas. That's my next point. I'm looking at my little notes here for this episode. Not too much, because I was mainly focusing on this truck, which is absolutely amazing and really quite nice. I'm probably going to use this more in the future as well, because this 389 is really quite nice, at least the custom one. And Texas DLC, we finally have some confirmed cities. Obviously, people, a lot of you were probably really great at trying to kind of dive into what was already teased, and I guess you could say released in some of the other screenshots to figure out what areas they are. But it is nice to have 4 cities completely confirmed. I cannot remember them all off the top of my head, so go check the Prime News video out if you want to see that. Probably a lot of you have already seen that, to be honest. But it is quite nice to have some confirmed cities and other areas. There were 27 screenshots. Yes, I can remember how many screenshots were in the blog post, but not the cities. That tells you my priorities. There are 27 screenshots in that blog post, which is insane. I was so shocked when I saw that number. It was quite great. Let's actually get over here for that guy. Hopefully I don't hit that car. I think I got really close to that Mustang. Gee whiz, that would not have been fun. That would be a very expensive insurance bill to pay. But yeah, it is quite nice to have more information on Texas. Obviously, that is only the first blog post of, well, at least one more, because it is labeled number 1, cities, and I guess it is settlements number 1. So there will be at least a number 2. I would imagine maybe there'd be a number 3, but we don't know. And thank you to everyone on that video who commented their suggestions and continue to comment their suggestions on what should or what is, in your opinion, coming with the Texas DLC when it comes to cities and different areas and stuff like that. There's actually been quite a few really neat ideas in different historic areas and both just cities that would be really nice to have in the DLC, which is really nice to see your feedback. And thank you guys so much for the continued support. I can now officially say that the monetization process is done and dusted. As far as I know, everything is good. I'm monetized on the channel. Hopefully you guys haven't been seeing too many more crazy ads. I did notice though something that was, I guess in a way, a little unfortunate, is that on the Prime News videos, unless if they are over 8 minutes, and I honestly forgot about this. I knew about the time amount for adding and controlling certain amounts of ads and stuff, but when the video isn't over, I believe it's 8 minutes, possibly 6, you can't actually decide if there's going to be pre-roll ads, which are the ones you see obviously before the video even starts, and mid-roll and end-roll. You can't just deselect those. You can I can choose the types of ads, so the ones that are non-skippable, skippable, banner, whatever. So what I've done with Prime News moving forward, obviously if you look at older ones, they're all going to be basically whatever they put automatically on, because it automatically just went through all my videos and monetized them. The new ones, what I can do is turn off the non-skippable ads, so then if there's going to be an ad played before the video, it's going to be skippable. I can't turn off the skippable ads for some reason, but that's another thing. There's just, I've completely forgot about that, in all honesty, that you can't do it for the shorter videos, and ultimately Prime News videos are shorter anyways. So I do apologize if you get stuck with a short ad, but if anything, it's going to be skippable, or at least it should be. And then other than that, it's just going to be a little banner because the videos are short enough. Oh, we got to pull in for a way station. Well, how neat. It's way up here, so I can continue talking. During any form of video like that, it will be only, it should only be the just little banners and stuff, because video isn't long enough itself to actually warrant a full playthrough ad. I did do some engine braking there, but I was yabbering the whole way. So whenever we go down the next portion of road here, whenever we go to the, I guess the exit somewhere, I'll use the engine brake again and stop talking so you guys can actually hear. I do apologize for that. I realized I was doing it while I was continuing to just yabber away about the YouTube policies on being able to choose stuff when it comes to monetization. But it's nice to say that that is over with. I should, at some point, have channel memberships unlocked. As of recording this video, it does not allow me to see it in the monetization tab, and same with like super chats and stuff like that, but it according to the requirements for it, I now meet the requirements. So I imagine I just have to wait a couple days for stuff to go through. If not, just maybe wait for stuff to, I guess, kind of confirm on the Google AdSense side or whatever they have to do there. But that should be coming, so keep an eye out for channel memberships. The join button by the subscribe button, keep an eye out for that, because that will be coming very, very soon. I want to give you guys the opportunity. It's ultimately, I can't really give much of, I guess you could say, benefits other than maybe little emojis or whatever for chat, or you get a symbol, I guess, when you're in comments and stuff. And you also get access to occasional behind the scenes, same stuff as what's on Patreon. But it does direct support me as well. And I know some of you just don't really feel like going through Patreon or some of the other just single donations, which still happen. And thank you guys so much for all the donations and stuff like that. I'm not trying to say anything like that, but if you want to be a consistent supporter of the channel, but you don't want to use any other platform, the channel memberships are there for you. And as the channel grows, as situations change, I may be able to put out more content more frequently on that. But we'll see with that. As of right now, it's going to be more just a pay is what you want tier level thing. And but that's the plan whenever it actually gets implemented. Honestly, I do not really know too much about when that will be implemented there. Maybe by the time you guys see this video, it will be out, or I'll have it enabled. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully this video should be going out within a day of me recording it. That would be great. Maybe a day or two, I don't know. This should be the Wednesday episode, so because I would put it as like a day and a half, but hey ho, we're all good. Looks like we're getting along quite nicely here, and we should be getting close to Eugene very, very soon. I think it's Eugene. I always want to say it's Eugene, but for some reason I feel like it could be something else. But I'm going to stick with Eugene and have you guys correct me if I am wrong. But it's nice to be doing another of the ownable dumper trailer kind of delivery, I guess you could say. I'll get over so this guy can join in. I'm a courteous driver, unlike some of the AI. Actually, I'm going to check the map here. How far? Oh, we are really close. So that means I got to get over. I got to get over, so I let that guy in, but now I got to power by him. Or just kind of bully him. I could just bully him. Oh, no. I made it fair. We're good. Nice, powerful Peterbilt will always do the trick. 600 horsepower engine and an 18-speed transmission that you can choose basically any gear for any situation. I think we are all okay. Oh, tailgating this guy a little bit. We'll use the engine brake just up here. Don't worry about that. I have not forgotten about it. And we will do it right up in here. So when we come up to the stop here, I'm going to gain some extra speed going up the ramp. And then we'll... actually, I guess this is still part of the standard interchange, I guess. Yeah, it is. It's not actually... it's still a highway interchange. It's not necessarily the engine brake. Well, I'll use some here. Maybe not. I don't know. Like, to me, the engine brake isn't maybe the most aggressive engine brake ever. Honestly, you can barely hear it on the outside, at least in my headphones. But you know what? It's not bad. As far as I know, this is not a stock ATS engine sound. It feels like it. It sounds like it's not for some reason. But I may be wrong on that. So again, correct me if I am. But it just feels like it's not. It's just not standard. Like some of parts of it just don't feel like it's. But saying that, I haven't actually used the Peterbilt 389 in a while in ATS. So I may have forgotten what the engine sound actually is like. Now let's get around this corner, which is the fun bit. Oh, beautiful. That was actually a really nice corner. I'll take that. See, I'm improving. I'm not wrecking into everything now. Don't mind the beginning of the episode, but but I'm doing okay. It's not too bad. But yeah, I think this is a... It did say in the mod description that it should be custom sounds, or at least there can be. It just doesn't feel, for some reason, like stock ATS engine sounds. But part of me says it may be, so let me know if it is or not, for those who actually know. It just doesn't sound like it. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Well, it looks like we're turning in here, taking wood chips to the paper factory. Well, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, what's the company name? Something Paper? Yeah, whatever. It's something paper. Looks like we gotta keep going straight ahead here. Pretty big complex here. hauling up my bright blue truck, you'd see me from a mile away. Let's see where we gotta go. There's a viewpoint there. Won't bother today. Looks like we gotta swing around on the right-hand side here. Yes, we gotta go in over here. We're gonna get our way in here. Am I gonna even be able to fit? Like, cause the truck's so stinking long. Oh, yeah, it took it. It took it temporarily. There we go. We have done it. I have parked and it is actually half decent. So I will take it. That is cinematic. That is not the right button. There we go, Prime. Thank you guys so much for watching. Quite a nice episode. Beautiful truck, I do have to say. I know our customer expects it too. I'm sitting right here, guy. Like, look at Jeff is right up there standing on the stairway. He can literally see us. Like, no point calling the dispatcher to get me to do stuff. I'll turn off the engine so then it's not complaining at us. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you have any other mod reviews, or I guess you could say, mods in general that you want me to review, that's a better way for me to say it, let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your suggestions. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.